It's April 2026. The UK property market has shifted. For the first time, solar buyers aren't just a niche, they are the powerhouse of the market. But as single woman or man over 40, you're facing a choice that will define your financial freedom for the next 2 decades. Do you buy the convenient city flat or do you fight for the freehold house with a garden? Today we're going beyond the surface. We're looking at the 2026 solo mortgage multipliers, the hidden leasehold tax, and why for a sink, a garden isn't just a hobby, it's a critical asset for mental longevity. This is the 15-minute masterclass on solo home ownership. First, let's address the elephant in the room, affordability. In 2026, the old 4 times salary rule is dead for high-earning solos. Major UK lenders like Nationwide and HSBC now offer 5.5 times to 6 times the income multiples for professionals who are high earners like lawyers, doctors, tech people, and accountants. Now, this is the sink math. On a £60,000 solo salary, a 5.5 times multiplier gives you a £330,000 mortgage. Adding a £50,000 deposit and you are in the £380,000 range. That is no longer just a flat territory. In most of the UK, that's a 3-bedroomed house. The 2026 stress test is different. Lenders are now looking at your disposable sovereignty. They care less about your total debt and more about your committed expenditure. A £300 a month car lease can slash your borrowing power by £60,000. If you want the house, the car has to be the first sacrifice. Now let's talk about the great debate between house versus flat. For a sink, the choice is a battle between time and capital. The flat. You are buying back your time. No mowing, no roof repairs, no gutter cleaning, but you are paying a time tax in the form of service charges, which in 2026 have spiked to an average of £2,500 per year in modern blocks. The house. You're buying equity growth. Houses historically appreciate faster because you own the land. In 2026, the land value is the most stable currency in the UK, but, and it's a big but, you are the single point of failure. If the boiler dies, you pay 100% of the cost. If the fence is blown over, you need to repair it. So let's just look at the comparison between a leasehold flat and the freehold house. Thinking about maintenance, if you have a leasehold flat, you outsource maintenance with the service charge, but with a freehold house, you are 100% solely responsible for it. Thinking about control, with a leasehold flat, there's restrictions, no pets and no extensions, but with a freehold house, there's total sovereignty. With appreciation, with a leasehold flat, this is slower. The average is 3% per annum, and with a house, it is averagely 5% per annum. Security. With a leasehold flat, security is high. There's an intercom, there's concierge, but with a freehold house, the security is lower, so you need alarm, security, CCTV, etc. Now, let's do a deep dive into the garden. Is this a luxury or a necessity? Why should single women in particular be relegated to flats? There is an outdated bias that solo women don't want gardens, but the 2026 data tells a different story. Now, let's think about the menopause dividend. For women over 40, access to a private garden, green space is a clinical tool for managing cortisol and perimenopausal symptoms. Gardening is proven to burn 160 calories per half hour and to build bone density, which is crucial for solo longevity. Now, as a financial asset, the garden isn't just grass, it's a garden office. In 2026, adding a high-spec pod can add 5 to 10% to your property value and provide a tax-deductible headquarters for your solo business. Don't let a mortgage broker tell you that you only need a balcony. If the garden house is too expensive in London or the Southeast, in 2026, sinks are using the location arbitrage play. Number 1, the regional house. Buying a freehold house with a garden in the North or Midlands while working remotely for a London-based salary, this becomes the ultimate wealth accelerator. Number 2, shared ownership house. Don't assume shared ownership is only for flats. In 2026, many new build estates offer houses on this scheme. It allows you to own 25% of the land and the garden today with a lower monthly rent than a traditional mortgage. Number 3, the leasehold reform. Remember, the 2024 Leasehold Reform Act has finally kicked in. If you buy a flat, ensure the ground rent is peppercorn zero. If it isn't, walk away. So, in conclusion, your home is your castle. Whether it's a penthouse flat with a concierge or a Victorian cottage with a wild garden, the goal is the same: solo sovereignty. Your home is the one place where the solo tax shouldn't apply. It should be your sanctuary, your office, and your greatest financial shield. In 2026, don't buy the home society expects you to have. Buy the asset that powers your life. So which do you prefer, the safety of a concierge flat or the freedom of a garden? Let's discuss in the comments.